Hello and welcome back. My name is Tobi and we are gonna flow today. I've prepared a very dynamic, flowy, quick and short flow that keeps you going and heat up your whole body. So you don't need nothing more than yourself and your mat, and then arrive in a seated position, close your eyes, rest your hands on your lap, and take some deep and meaningful breaths. Arrive here, in this room, on your mat, in this specific moment. Open your eyes, come onto your hands and knees, and then move your body over your wrist and backwards, over your wrist and backwards, to warm your wrists up and get your body ready for moving. Turn your hands so your fingers are pointing outwards, and then go from left to right and right to left. Swing from side to side. Warm your wrists up in a different direction. Turn your hands so your fingers are pointing towards you, and then move your bum to your heels and stretch your forearms a bit here. Maybe hold for a second and then turn your hands around so the back of your hands are pointing to the floor, and press your hands into the ground to also stretch your forearms here. Come back to normal. Bring your hands to the front of your mat. Get ready to come into a plank pose. Protract your shoulders, spread your shoulder blades, push your hands into the ground and lift your shoulders up. Have your back slightly rounded, your glutes activated, your neck is straight. Lift your left leg and your right arm and let them float. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set both down. Rise your right leg and your left arm and hold. Hold. Feel your core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and sit down. Move back in the downward facing dog. We are getting warm now here. Walk out your dog. Do what it feels right for you here in this moment to get into your pose and feel ready. And if you are, be still for a brief moment and then roll to the front like a wave and come into plank pose. Roll back into your down dog and again wave to the front into your plank. Roll back and one more wave to the front, slow, and feel every movement of your body. Move back into your down dog and let's flow. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Bring your right knee to your chin or your nose. Lift it up again and then bring it to your right elbow or triceps as high as you can. Hold for a second. Bring it back. Move to your left elbow or triceps. Bring it back to the sky and step all the way through then. Come up into a high lunge. Bring your arms over your head. Have a straight upper body. Find your balance here. And then bring your hands to your heart and come into a Skandasana to your left leg. Sink down into your hip. If you can't sink down that deep, you can also bring your hands down to the floor and lift your hip up. Otherwise, sink down all the way. Come up into your warrior 2. Your right front knee is bent. Your arms are parallel. Wave back into a peaceful warrior. Right arm over your head. Left arm on your left leg. Come over a warrior 2. Back into your high lunge. Try to keep balance and then fly into your warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. If you're parallel to the ground, you can have your hands in front of your heart or back to your toes, and then slowly roll up, bring your left leg also up. Put your left foot on your right knee and sink down in a one-legged squat. If you want, you can bring your forearms onto your leg or also to the ground if you can, and if it feels right for you. Feel a stretch in your hip and then slowly come up. Bring your left leg also up and then move into Warrior 3 again. Step back into your plank and go through a Vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and down dog. We are coming to the other side, so lift your left leg up to the sky, bring it to your chin or your nose, bring it back to the sky, left knee and left elbow or triceps, back up again, and then left knee to right elbow or triceps. Bring it straight up and then roll forwards and step all the way to the front. High lunge, bring your hands over your head, be as straight as possible. Bring your hands to your heart then, and fold back into your Skandasana on this side. Sink as deep as you can, or support yourself with your hands. Spring up again and come into Warrior 2. Sink in your left leg, then wave back into your Peaceful Warrior. Roll back into your High Lunge. Bring your hands to the heart and move your weight over your left leg and come into Warrior 3. Try to keep balance and be as parallel to the ground as possible. Bring your right leg up and your upper body too, and then lay your right foot on your left knee and sink down in a one-legged squat. You can rest your arms on your leg if you want, or bring them to the floor if you can, and your hips allow this position. Come up again, bring your knee up, and then slowly move back into your Virabhadrasana 3, and then step back into your plank pose and go through a nice, juicy Vinyasa. Try to enjoy every movement here, and we are going to get into the next round. So take a short rest here, and then lift your right leg to the sky, bring it to your chin or your nose, back to the sky, right knee, right elbow, slowly back to the sky, and then right knee to the left elbow, roll back, leg to the sky, then step all the way through and come up into a high lunge. Bring the hands to your heart and sink down into your Skandasana to your left leg. Spring up again and come into Warrior 2. Fall back into a Peaceful Warrior. And then back into your Warrior 2 and roll to the middle, high lunge. Hands to your heart and fly into your Warrior 3. Try to be as parallel as possible. Lift your left leg high and your upper body too. And then roll up. Bring your left leg to your chest. Lay your left foot onto your right knee and sink down into your one-legged lunge. Rest your arms on your leg if you want. Put them down. Or you can come up in a hand balance and a flying pigeon. For this, you need to squeeze your left leg to your right triceps and lift your right leg up to the sky. You can try if you want and stop the video here, or continue the flow and come back into your Warrior 3. Step all the way back, lift your right leg to the sky for three-legged dog, and turn open to a wide thing. Right foot is behind your left leg, and you twist open here, feel into this pose. Try to be vulnerable and open here. Expose yourself and just explore the position. Twist back to your down dog. We're going to go to the other side. Left leg to the sky, left knee to your chin. Bring it back up, left knee, left elbow, touch, and bring it back. Left knee, right elbow, touch, contract your core, bring it back, then step all the way to the front with your left leg. Come up, high lunge, control as possible. Bring your hands to your heart, sink into your Skandasana, to your right foot. Then spring up again, warrior 2. Fall back, peaceful warrior. And then come to the middle, warrior 2, and come into your high lunge. Hands to your heart, and slowly move into your warrior 3. Have the hands in front of your heart or beside your body as you like. Hold and be strong. And then slowly bring your right leg to your chest. Same on this side. Bring your right foot to your left knee. Sink down and rest your forearms on your leg or your hands on the ground, or come into a flying pigeon here. Here you can see the pose better. You need to squeeze your right foot to your left tricep and lift the other leg up. It's a very tough hand balance, so maybe you try it a bit more often. Come up again and then come into a warrior 3 again and slowly step your right foot to the back of the mat, lift your left leg to the sky and roll open into your wild thing on your right hand. Be as open as possible here, explore the pose, feel what you need to feel, move a bit, maybe, and then come back to the middle, down dog. Great job here. Step or jump through your arms and come onto your bum, and then slowly bring yourself onto your back. Bring your feet close to your bum so you can touch them with your fingertips. And then lift your hips to the sky for a bridge pose. And hold, and hold, and hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. If you want, you can go into a full wheel pose, or you can do bridge again if you prefer that. Otherwise, just push up into your wheel. Be strong and steady here. And then hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come all the way down to the floor. Amazing. Roll up into a seat. Bring your lower legs up and come into Navasana. Then come into Ardha Navasana, Navasana, Ardha Navasana, Navasana. For 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, work your core, 10, you're almost there, 9, 8, 7, 6, I hope you feel the core, 5, 4, and 3, 2, almost there, 1 more, and 1. Amazing. Set down your feet and relax for a short moment. You're doing great here. Appreciate your effort. Lift your lower legs up again, come into Navasana, and then move your hands from left to right for Russian twist. For another 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, feel the twist, 3, 2, 1, and lower down in Adho Navasana for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, you're almost there, 3, 2, 1, release. Whew! Lay flat for a moment, take a deep breath, and then roll up. Come onto your knees. Sit your bum between your legs. Spread your feet a bit wider. Move your hands behind you and come into a hero pose. You can lay yourself down onto your forearms if that's possible for you. Or if you want more, you can also lower yourself down all the way to the ground and also maybe lay your head onto the ground. Otherwise, stay on your forearms or on your hands. Don't overwork this pose. This can be pretty intense. But if you can, try to enjoy this pose and feel the opening of your lower back here and the opening of your front body. Slowly come up, move yourself out of this pose, come onto your toes, sit back onto your heels, put your hands behind you and push your hip up into the front for a bit more opening of the front side of your body. Then come onto your bum, let the soles of your feet touch and fall down in Baddha Konasana. Slowly fall down here, have a straight lower back. Feel the release of your lower back and your inner hips. And then come up and spread your legs as wide as possible. Fold over your left leg first, sink down. Have your hands beside your left leg. Don't force anything here. Just feel the sensation in your leg. And sink down. Then slowly move to the other leg, to the right one, and also fall down here. And enjoy the release. Come up again, straighten your lower back, and then fall down to the middle. Maybe you can sink down a bit deeper than normal now, because we worked both sides before. If you have a hard time laying your upper body forwards, sit on a block or a blanket, or support yourself with your hands behind your body. Come up, grab your legs, bring them to the middle, and then roll onto your back. Let your legs fall to the left side in an angle. Have your right arm straight and your gaze on your right hand for a twist. If you want, you can stay longer in this twist. But otherwise, switch sides and have the gaze on your left hand. Your right hand can rest on your left knee. Feel the calming effects of the twist. Then come to the middle. Pull your knees to your body and your head to your knees. Be a little ball. Squeeze everything together and then release everything to the ground for Shavasana. This was a short and intense practice with a pretty difficult hand balance, which can be kind of frustrating and needs to be practiced more often. But if you come back to it regularly, you can see big changes in your practice. Release everything to the ground stay in Shavasana if you want to or need to. I hope you enjoyed this fun, short little sequence. You're ready for the rest of the day. Be grateful for your body and that you can move on a daily basis. Namaste. Peace out, your Tobi. Hope I will see you back on the mat soon.